Hi guys, welcome to Robin Hood Diaries today. Hope you're doing well. Don't know if you caught my last clip, but it's been a tumultuous day today, so send out some positive vibes for us here at home. Nevertheless, the show must go on, right? I learned that one young. Okay, I'm going to try and keep things light for once. And we're going to talk about commercials that I did, which was I'm always saying my mainstay. It's what kept everybody alive in my family, except for my surgeon stepfather. But that is complete digression. So these are the commercials that built my career. I even flowed into some of this experience in my theatrical resumes and stage resumes, just as a mention that I did 50 plus. Which kind of put me on the map. So let's just go from the one starting at 6. Check my union card, SAG. I did start full-fledged at 6. 2 other trade unions, but we won't go there. In a commercial, of course, going all the way through a quite illustrious commercial television career up until 12. That's all we're going to talk about today, 12 and under, or yeah, roughly under 12. And then there was the Atari and the cheese for grilled cheese sandwiches and all kinds of other stuff. So starting, I have an idea of about 10, but I think they're 12 because a couple of them are double campaigns or contracts to do 2 or more. Okay, so very first memory of me, in any kind of entertainment scenario, was a Mountain Dew commercial. I was stuck in a tree with a hammer, and I was I think I was looking like I was trying to help build a treehouse. And I go bang, bang, bang with the hammer, and I say, Yahoo, Mountain Dew. Now that is absolutely Periclean age here. I'm sure you've never heard that jingle, but that was the jingle in 1971. Okay, so then I land my big break as a wee tot in commercials with Morton Salt. There was a double campaign, again, actually this might be 13, double campaign with Morton Salt where I was the Morton Salt boy. And the theme of the commercials was a school recital kind of thing. Yeah, school recital. And I'm the MC in my ill-fitting suit at 7 at the very outside, sort of awkwardly moderating this recital. But of course it all had to do Morton Salt, and I was everything but put on the containers. Okay, so that's actually something I used in my early stage career, because let's remember, kids, I'm technically stage trained, and I technically fell into the industry concurrently with film and television, but I never lost it, or at least my passion for it. Next thing I remember, I'm doing a Cool Whip commercial. Again, these are vague memories. Like I mentioned, I think, I don't know, to my husband or in a preview, that these were things that popped into my head. Again, I did so many of them that they just kind of I have to think, what corporation, what product. And I went into a lot post-12, when I fell in love with my Pillsbury Doughboy quarterback on a cookie commercial. Anyway, so the next thing I remember was this Cool Whip commercial. I'm the lead, and I'm walking from house to house in this very upscale suburban cul-de-sac of homes, going door to door. Some reason these old ladies have whipped cream ready for us to try in 3 different houses. What is whipped cream Halloween without the costumes? So I remember I tell the first lady, the competition lady, that her whipped cream tastes like shaving cream, as if I would know what that tastes like. Then, of course, the second house, ding, 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 winner house, curtain 3, curtain 1, and she has the most delicious whipped cream in the world. All I remember is taking my Froggy plush, which is my security blanket, big, long, froggy, long legs. Okay, next, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken, I was honored enough to work with the original Colonel Sanders, so-called original, you know, like, again, early 70s. Obviously, he's the dude on the box, or was, until they kind of gentrified him lately and went to KFC. But this is the old school, like, plantation guy, looking guy, Colonel. Well, I know non-military colonel, whatever. And it was a carousel in a park with kids riding on it, and then there was like, he was on his, like, you know, throne or whatever, and there was 3 kids around him like chowing on chicken, and it was 2 boys and 1 girl clustered around Mr. Colonel, chomping. My beloved Mijo, my compadre, cousin, was actually visiting Los Angeles, and he was like my guardian. There was like revolving guardians with me early on. Anyway, next thing I remember is a Chevy Citation commercial, and they just came out. Ooh, these are like old meter maid cars. Okay, so what I remember, actually I think it was one long commercial, because we were in an airport and then suddenly we were in the country. You know, I don't know, it was a rental, or I don't know, whatever. Look at the pretty rental. Look, you can have it. So my takeaway, aside from driving incessantly in the backseat with my parents in this Chevy Citation right by the tackiest wax museum you could ever imagine in Orange County, which of course was like out of frame. We're driving around. And then we're in the airport, I guess pre-Citation Chevrolet. And all I remember is driving the actress mother of mine absolutely bonkers, I think, because every time she walked by between scenes, I would say, "Hi, Mommy." Ugh, I can only imagine. And she's like probably 40 years younger than I am at that time. So then we have Dennys.